Hi guys, this is your streamer Carlos. On today's video, I'm gonna give you my review of episode 16 of Kim Possible, season 1 of Kim Possible. The soda unflipping sister and the unnacho bro, the unnacho bro, the unnacho bro crash. So here we go, guys. I love this episode because again we see Dr. Draken up to his old ski. Dr. Draken up to again one of his craziest schemes to date. Regarding the episode. So here we go, guys. Up here. So here's the thing. So Dr. Draken can't beat Kim and Ron. Mostly Kim. Obviously Ron helps Kim out. But hear me out, guys. So throughout season 1 and throughout the next few seasons, which is basically all four of season the seasons of Kim Possible, Dr. Draken can't defeat Kim. So he devises a plan. To make clones with the help of his henchmen, except for Shigo. Because she disagrees. With Dr. Draken. If I can't beat her, meaning Shigo, why do you think Dr. D? Do you think cloning will help you? Cloning Kim. Because then Dr. Draken makes a fair and logical but also funny argument. If I beat Kim with herself, that would be hilarious because she would have to defeat herself, and her clone self would defeat the original Kim, and she would be embarrassed, and I would get all the glory of defeating my arch nemesis. But tragically for Dr. Draken, his henchmen grabbed the wrong piece of hair. Yes, Dr. Draken's clones are basically developed by a little flock of hair, not by DNA. Although DNA is considered one aspect of DNA is hair. So, but tragically for Dr. Draken, his henchmen and him get the wrong piece of hair. They get the piece of hair. They get the piece of hair from Kim's arch nemesis and ultimate high school enemy and total disaster for a friend. Total disaster as an enemy, Bonnie Brockwaller. But luckily for Dr. Draken, kind of, Dr. Draken combines the DNA of Bonnie with the ultimate anger animal, according Dr. Draken, a French poodle with major anger issues and a major bite. So that's the whole gist of it. So imagine combining the athletic ability of Kimmy Cup, as Dr. P calls his daughter for a cute nickname, and combine that with the anger and tiny energy, mad and angry energy of a French poodle. That's a lethal combination. But again, tragically for Dr. Draken, in a funny, tragic way, his henchmen and him get the wrong DNA of Bonnie Brockwaller. But luckily, again, like I said, but luckily for Dr. Draken and his henchmen, Bonnie hates Kim. But as soon as Dr. Draken, sees Bonnie's clone, he basically throws a funny fit and says, to his henchman, you got the wrong hair. But that will work. This will work. Then his henchmen try again. They get the wrong hair. This time they get a piece of Ron's hair. And then they do that again. They do the same process. But again, Dr. Dragon's henchmen do it again, and they grab the wrong hair again, and they grab the hair, the tiny little hair that Rufus has in his tiny naked mole rat body that he has, until they get the right one, and so Dr. Draken finally gets the perfect clone, which basically he finally gets the cloning hair follicle that he wanted, which is basically Kim's hair. So what you may ask, what does he do with the extra wrong clones that include Bonnie and Ron's and Rufus's clones? Well, he uses them too with the Kim clones. So with the Kim clones that he cloned, this time the right way. So Kim and Ron are basically, and Bonnie, the real Bonnie, funny enough, join the mission of basically finding a way to getting rid of these clones, and the one that has the answers is basically Wade. Yes. So Wade tells Kim and Ron and then Bonnie as well that these clones are made out of sodium chloride, or the substance that makes soda awesome. Soda, yes, soda awesome. Carbonation, and the only way to destroy or to abolish these clones are basically by the substance that they're creating. So basically, soda. So Ron and Kim and Bonnie. Well, Ron and Kim and Bonnie. Well, a little bit of Bonnie and a tiny bit of Bonnie find the perfect spot for soda, and that is the Bueno Nacho. The Bueno Nacho. the bueno nacho that has a lot of soda. So, and by the way, side note, side note, you may ask why isn't she involved in this episode? Well, she is, she she is, but she takes a vacation. She takes a little bit of a vacation. Then she comes back to help to rescue Dr. Dragon's scheme for a little bit. But I'm getting to that. And Shigo said to Dr. Draken, please, for the love for the love of a good taco, no cloning, no clones. But Dr. Draken doesn't listen. In a funny way, he doesn't listen. So that's how we get to the premise of this episode. So basically, guys, Kim and Ron have to fight themselves, their clone selves, their evil clone selves, including Ron has to fight himself, and Rufus has to fight himself, an evil clone version of himself, and of course Kim has to fight her clone evil self, and a little bit of Ron's evil clone. But in the end, Ron and Kim prevail because they blast Dr. Dragon's clones with the fizzy substance that we love, which is soda, and for poor Shigo's sake, and for Ron's, and for the real Ron's sake, Ron basically gets in a soda mess, and he's by the end of the episode he is dripping in soda, dripping in fizzy green substance that the clones are made of, and as for Dr. Draken, he gets a screaming lecture by Shiga, and this is how this wonderful soda unflipping, and bueno unbrowing nacho episode ends. So with that being said, guys, thank you for watching. Remember to leave a like. And until then, and before I go, just to let you know, guys, my microphone broke. So if you hear a little bit of a low tone microphone, it's because I'll be using my iPad microphone that is kind of broken, but you can still hear it, but it's a little bit toned down. So with that being said, guys, thank you for watching. Remember to leave a like, and please let me know in the comments if you want what was your favorite part of this episode, and guys, what is your favorite brand? What is your favorite brand of soda? So with that being said, guys, thank you for watching. remember to leave a like, and until then, bye.